You said that there's been a few low points in your life. You've been depressed, and the building is one of the ways you get out of that. But can you talk to that? Can you take me to that place, to that time when you were at a low point?
So I was in Holland and I graduated university and I didn't want to like get a normal job. And I was making some money with YouTube because I had this music career and I uploaded my music to YouTube. And YouTube started paying me like with AdSense, like $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month. And all my friends got like normal jobs and we stopped hanging out because people would like in university you hang out, you chill at each other's houses, you go party. But when people get jobs, they only party like in the weekend and they don't hang anymore in the week because you need to be at the office. And I was like, this is not for me. I want to do something else. And I was starting getting this like I think it's like Saturn return. This when you turn 27, it's like some concept where Saturn returns to the same place in the orbit that it was when you're born. Man,
I'm
it's like
learning so many
it's
things.
some astrology thing.
So many truly special artists died when they were 27.
Exactly, something with 27, man. And it was for me. Like I started going crazy because
Yeah.
I didn't really see like my future in Holland, buying a house, going living in the suburbs and stuff. So I flew out. I went to Asia, started digital nomading, and did that for a year. And then that made me feel even worse, because I was like alone in hotel rooms, like looking at the ceiling. Like, what am I doing with my life? Like, this is like I was working on startups and stuff on YouTube, but it's like, what is the future here? Like, is this something while my friends in Holland were doing really well and with a normal life. Um, so I was getting very depressed and like I'm like an outcast. And my money was shrinking. I wasn't making money anymore a lot. I was making $500 a month or something, and I was looking at the ceiling, thinking like now I'm like 27, I'm a loser, and that's the moment when I started building like startups. And it was because my dad said like if you're depressed, you need to get sand, get a shovel, start shoveling, doing something. You can't just sit still, which is kind of like a interesting way to deal with depression. Like it's not like, oh, let's talk about it. It's more like, let's go do something.
Mhm.
And I started doing a project called 12 startups in 12 months, where every month I would make something like a project and I would launch it with Stripe so people could pay for it.
So the basic format is try to build a thing, put it online, and put Stripe to where you can pay money for
Yeah,
it.
add a Stripe check. I'm not sponsored by Stripe, but add a Stripe checkout button.
Is that still like the easiest way to just like pay for stuff? Stripe?
100%. Like I think so. Yeah.
It's a cool company. They just made it so easy. You can just click and
Yeah. And they're really nice. Like the CEO Patrick is really nice.
behind the scenes, it must be difficult to like actually make that happen because that used to be a huge problem. Like
Merchant,
just adding a thing, a button where you can like pay for a thing.
dude.
It's
Dude, I know this because when I was
trustworthy.
9 years old, I was making websites also, and I tried to open a merchant account. There was like before Stripe, you would have like, I think it was called WorldPay. So I had to like fill out all these forms, and then I had to fax them to America from Holland with my dad's fax. And my dad had to, it was on my dad's name, and he had to sign for this. And he started reading these terms and conditions, which was like, he's liable for like 100 million in damages.
Mhm.
And he's like, I don't want to sign this. I'm like, Dad, come on, I need a merchant account. I need to make money on the internet. And he signed it, and we faxed it to America, and I had a merchant account. But then nobody paid for anything. So that was the problem.
Yeah.
But it's much easier now.